Hey there everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to another Let's Play of 15 Minutes or Less. I'm Rabbit Hat Plays, and today we are going to be playing The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. The end of the 15 Minutes or Less series is going to happen. So if you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. Without any further ado, let's get into the game, shall we?
I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle.
I agree.
And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898, when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running. But the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, the robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the sole key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
That's a good idea. I don't know what your theory is. You can control Sherlock Holmes. Okay. So I am Sherlock Holmes. We're in the tutorial level, and oh, the seahorse design looks really stunning for that aquarium. Look at the broken showcase and click on it. Okay, broken showcase. So that would be this
window
bad boy.
Was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
So they used gloves, potentially, or they just used the tool. They didn't even touch the glass. Alright, so after a clue is examined, the icon will turn green. Please move Sherlock Holmes near the left window and
this window was cut with a diamond. Cool. A clean, discreet piece of work.
Yes.
This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
Yeah. So they, again, they used either gloves or like a circumference tool. Oh, so if I've already examined it, the green, it will be green. Gotcha. Oh, wait. What's this?
A mark, undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
I'm not so sure about that one, Watson. I think that might be a red herring, because that hole that they were trying to make is just too small for someone to try and escape through the window. I mean, why would you try to escape through something that small in an attempt instead of just opening the window? Let's see here.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Correct, but okay, go to the chimney hand icon. Okay. Oh, magnifying glass. You can open your inventory by clicking the right mouse button while playing. You will always activate any of your items. All right. What do we got for the magnifying glass? Huh? Oh, I can just move it around. Can I examine things? No. Okay, so I have the magnifying glass. So near the piano, some music scores are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting it in your inventory. Marquis Music Room, stolen dowry. Watson, my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found something blah 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 blah. Use a magnifying glass on the scores. How do I... Ah, so it was right-click.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Yes, please. Let us look for clues, shall we? So we got a number 4, so that's page 4, and this, so it's 3 and 4. 3 is more dirty than 4. Makes a little bit of sense because it would be the more used than the 4th iteration, especially if rehearsing and practicing. There's a lot of dirt. Wait, is that a tiny handprint? Why isn't that handprint visible in any way, shape, or form without the magnifying glass? Oh, there's another handprint. What?
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I agree. I don't understand. So press R in the middle mouse button or middle mouse button to switch first person mode. Okay, then what? Use WSD to keep the left mouse button pressed to move your character. Keep pressing left shift. While your character to run, press R to switch between the point of view mode. So I can have 2.5D walk over here. Oh, like standard point and click adventures. Gotcha. So I can do third person mode, first. You know, that's clever. I like that level of choice. Oh my goodness, especially for this type of game. What's that? To make a character move faster, press and hold shift. Okay, cool. By pressing space to activate Sherlock Holmes' sixth sense, it will show you a hint not discovered yet. Alright, so there's the aquarium.
A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier.
Yeah, from the chandelier. So that means someone messed with the chandelier.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
Yeah? Are you sure that maybe the fish died due to the chandelier?
These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
The Marquis himself. Thank you, Watson.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get here. We might throw some light onto all this.
I agree.
All the windows are
Anything
locked.
else?
They've not been forced. The chest wasn't open.
What's this?
The necklace wasn't in it.
Yeah, but how would they know that the necklace... Well, I guess it's in the display
Heading
case.
towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
That's a good question. I mean, the chandelier...
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
So, the only thing that I could think of as to why the stool got knocked over, he did something with the chandelier. But I'm not allowed to look at the chandelier? Why not?
The
What's
fire
this?
started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
Okay, alright. So, ignore the footprints because they might not mean anything.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
You don't think... Oh. I think I know what they did. So, they got interrupted from trying to break in. They failed to break in themselves. So they came in probably through the chimney. No, not the chimney. So, after failing to try and escape this way, they decided, I'm going to take a chair, put it here, hop up onto the fireplace, knock over some stuff there, then hop onto the chandelier, which then would have caused this candle to fall over. The fish dying, I don't think has anything to do with any of that, but if that's the case, and they hid on the chandelier, as people see the fire, freak out, to put out the fire. They're all freaking out over here with making a lot of noise. The person that was on the chandelier manages to get off the chandelier and leave when everyone's over by the fire, and walks out scot-free.
What do you think, Holmes?
Let us search the room before the police get him.
Okay. So there's something else I'm missing. Oh, what's going on
This
here?
draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
I mean, that is a lot easier
Strange.
to do.
There aren't any prints, yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, you're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already
Satisfied?
solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know
Or-
how, but there is no other way.
Why?
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small?
No.
Stop teasing us, Holmes.
He's standing with them.
Because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America.
That explains the handprints.
The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master.
I was thinking of like
Once
a doll.
night had fallen and the room was
forgot
empty,
about
a high-frequency
using animals.
whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey
And that's why the
emerged from his
escape
hiding
route would have
place
been so
and used the point of a diamond
small.
to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He
Yeah,
then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
I knew the chandelier was going to be an important part
Finally,
about it.
the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
Yeah,
A
okay,
brilliant
so I was half right.
explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And
What
the
about-
necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we
'Cause it's
paid
broken.
insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
The
Yes,
necklace.
Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The
Wait.
aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Ah, and voila. That is all the time I have for this one, everyone. If you would like to see me play more The Testament of Sherlock Holmes, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have fun, everyone!